During this tour, we'll be giving you some history information from the Brentford and Chiswick History Society. Please hold on tight. So just departing from Dale's Bakery, these buildings are the warehousing part. This is called Bradley, for wholesaling goods, groceries. Thomas Bradley took over the logistics chain in the 1840s, trading connected buildings with the high streets, arching access to warehouses. This is closed in the late 60s. We've just got past Bradshaw's Yard, so we are keeping on this. These are the goods. Church, which is not past now on the left. The tower is the oldest structure in Brentford that dates from 1485. The main body of the church dates from 1764 to large Victorian times. It's a great two-piece building that houses several pictures of the Victorian wooden columns which are usually in this church. Lots of parts of the Victorian cemetery which cleared the bodies to build a new house. There are over 11,000 bodies in the churchyard and several people from good and famous from Brentford being closed off the street. On our right, we have the old railway bridge abutment. Bridge used to cross the high street, taking the railway line down to the south of the left. Followed in 1953 and the business was fully privatised in 1988. It looks like RBS gave up the site to armchair passenger transport with a distinctive white and orange buses. Darren is now going to demonstrate how we do a three-point turn in a bus designed it over 70 years ago. Another unique thing that you won't get to see normally. We did actually do a test run the off day and it wasn't like this. Give a free round of applause to the driver there. Just one of the many challenges on Red Routemaster where we have knocked out some very interesting roads. Lots of work designed for. There are some activities taking part to the left here, but we do recommend staying on to the Holiday Inn and getting off the locks there. There's more stuff there. Right, your choice is yours. Please hold on tight. There are activities taking part for the festival, so please go and enjoy them. And we're running the service every 30 minutes, so you can jump back on. Thanks. Brentford Bridge is the first stone bridge over the Brent. It was replaced by 1456. It was here for the Battle of Brentford in 1642 in the English Civil War and was replaced in 1740. The current bridge dates from 1824 and still forms part of the main structure. It's been extended width-wise as the road traffic has changed. Until this rebuild, it was a challenging obstacle when the canal arrived in 1794, and it's still fully unwary as the canal here is affected by the tides of the Thames. So at high tide, you can jam onto the bridge. But everyone's interested, my dad wrote this fascinating stuff, so if there's any comments, please let him know. That being very rounded, we're telling you to adjust this close. This was constructed in the 1970s to better access to the docks rather than being divided by dock road as part of the housing development. As we went right, we are joining the old railway track which shut in 1964. So this is part of the Great Western Track bed, and these bridges here are original railway bridges for upcycling. So there used to be recycling in the olden days. The old Greater London Council acquired the site for council housing development as control strictly switched from Labour to the Conservative Party before completion. There was some cost overruns. The Conservatives made the decision to sell the majority of the development block. This was years before they were right to buy council house. This was really controversial and made national news at the time. Several reasons not least Brentford was a swing seat. This is probably the first bus service that's come to the bus is closed as well. For some magic. You'll be pleased to know that I have some fascinating facts about this bridge as well, which I've lost. As you can see, the most key thing is looking to your left and to right here. So to your left, you've got the Grand Union Canal and the first lock, which is tidal to the Thames being on the right. So this is where the Grand Union joins the River Thames. You can only do this when the tide is high. I'm sure many of you locally will recognise this, that obviously this side of the line is very low, so it's low tide. So canal boats cannot access the Grand Union today. That's why this only operates at certain times of the day, so you actually have to do a lot of planning. We're now on Dock Road. This road is obviously cobbled, very old. We have some fascinating businesses, so let's keep going. So on our right we have MSO Marinas and EC Jones Engineering. MSOs are one of the largest operational boat yards among 18 listed in London on the Thames. They established themselves here in 1994. The Thames Dock Wharf was previously used by boat builders EC Jones Engineers until 1992. Edward Charles Collins set up his business back in 1890 nearby Staffordshire, which is Johnson's Island. On the left here, we just passed the asbestos warehouse. This was built in 1938 for the Tunnel and Tunnel Cement. They operated the largest cement works in the world at West Warwick, Essex. They used to store bags of cement brought by the Thames sailing barges from West Warwick. It fell out of use around 1964 when the roads transport took over. To those of you who have visited us when our Routemaster bus yard was also to the left, you would have known we were there for 9 years. During the pandemic, we went something for the last stop, which was a pop-up bar experience and bus themed. So it's actually quite nice today for us to be back on Dock Road. There's also Montgomery's Wood Yard and Wharf, which is to the right. On the left here we have 18 and 79 Christ Street. Edwin Underwood started trading as the Hay and Straw Merchant in 1874 at number 79, although not the current building, and were living at number 80 by 1888. They established a warehouse at Dock Road and imported forage from overseas, including their own farms in France. A unfair scandal in the 1900s caused them to lose important customers and the business. In the late 1950s, he decided to build a double Edwin set up the game of trading in 1915. London in 1990 300,000 horses to keep it working. Horse bus to operate 12 hours a day in at least 12 horses. The First World War and the Tunnel bus circulated these trains. We're now at Council Court, which is a famous interchange for trolley buses, trams, and transport infrastructure, and then was remodeled in the 1950s. Obviously now we also have Lidl's. And to be fair, we also have a license to make sure we mention all the major streets.
Can we get on?
Welcome aboard. Please take a seat. Please hold on tight. So on the left here we have the old police station, which is currently a controversy site. It's supposed to be our new arts centre. For the sake of politics, I'm not going to say anything. Then we have the Beehive. The Gorham family owned a brewery with their name from 1840. The brewery was behind the pub until it moved to the Grand Junction brewery site at Catherine's Wheel Yard. Coming on trams saw the Beehive become a corner site, having been 3 buildings from half acre. It was rebuilt as the current building in 1907, and in 1908 the Gorham family sold out the business to Fuller's Smith & Turner. On the right we have Goddard's. The Goddard's family have served the people of Brentford since at least 1815. We are now in the 6th generation of the family involved in the business. Over the years they have supplied not only furniture, but china, glass, fancy goods, made umbrellas, and still keep reinventing themselves. This current building dates from 1971. It's called Roman House because when it was being built they found the remains of the Roman roads to build the site. Hopefully I've not bored you too much with that, so any feedback like I did my dad would be great because he was very proud for writing it. But the Brentford History Society do have a stall here, and you can check them out for more fascinating facts about Brentford and Chiswick. In the meantime, if anyone has any questions about this amazing vehicle, it's part of the Red Routemaster fleet. It happens to be the first bus that we saved. There are over 2,700 Routemasters built, and this is RML2366. It's over 67 years old now, and these amazing machines obviously are now looked after us at Australia. Thank you. Take the driver out of London, but you can't take the London out of the driver. Guys, we're based at Brentford High Street, just between Greggs and Flower Centre. We're also based at Hosteley, but we've got some exciting products coming to market this year, so like the driving experience, and also the karaoke bus.